Oreos are only $3.96? What's going on? Plus, I'm going to tell you something about Oreo. Chips, and normally, like I said, we'll do the Aldi brand for these just because we can get a better deal and they taste the same. So it's that time of week again to go and get groceries. We target $200 a week or $800 a month. And this week we decided to go ahead and just go to Walmart and not Aldi. We did some traveling over the weekend, and so we made the decision just to go to Walmart only, pick up the groceries, make it quick and convenient, and still manage to keep it under $200. And so we were able to move some things around and even splurge a little bit to make that possible. And so I want to run down that list for you so you can see what we buy and how we make it through the week on groceries with 6 people and 1 income. And you can see here looking, at my pantry, it's pretty empty. It's got some different things in there that last longer than a week, but it's empty. Then looking at our refrigerator, it looks pretty empty, and we do have a big refrigerator, but it does look this way. You can tell by looking at the fridge that we have to go to get groceries. And then we have some things in the freezer, and that helps us. I have some bratwurst in there from a fundraiser. We're going to use that to our advantage this week to save some money. And then got some other things too that we might be able to use. But yeah, it's time to get groceries. And I want to show you exactly what we bought, and it's going to last us for the week. Every week we're buying bananas. We buy between 16 and 18 bananas. My kids love bananas. They're not expensive. I have 1 or 2 every day. That is a weekly thing. And then, sweet potatoes, we'll probably have that with dinner sometime this week. I needed flossers, which makes my life 100 times easier. It's an expense that we have, but it makes flossing a breeze. And then Huggies for my youngest. He's still in diapers, and we get diaper wipes. And so that's more on the expensive side on the grocery budget. And then we did Bounty paper towels. Normally we'll do like a 6-pack that equals 12 from Aldi and Aldi brand. And then we got chips. You can see $4 there. We can get a better deal with an Aldi label when we go there. And then just some seasonings. We have mac and cheese. We get 1 or 2 boxes a week for the kids for a dinner side. And then SpaghettiOs for a lunch. And then my kids love popsicles, especially in the summertime, so we'll splurge on that. We try to get the more natural ones without the dye and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll get that in the summertime. We've got buns here, hot dog buns, 4 brats. That helped us this week on our grocery budget because I paid for some brats from a local butcher shop due to a fundraiser at work. So we're taking advantage of that. And that's helping the budget. And then I use the tortilla wraps. We'll either use this for a dinner for some kind of tacos, or we will use it for my lunch as a wrap. And then of course bread, we get 1 or 2 loaves a week. And then rice, that's a staple for us. And then avocado cups, just to save us the trouble of trying to find the right avocado in the produce section. We'll spend a little extra to have this avocado cups that really make the job a lot easier when it comes to prepping dinner. And then turkey meat for the kids for lunch. We splurged a little bit with some gummy bears for the kids, and then brown sugar, that's a staple. And then we use frozen vegetables a lot of times for a side for dinner, and you can see the price isn't too bad there. Just about the size of canned vegetables. So doing that this week. And then we'll add a lime. It just adds flavor to dinner, and my wife likes to add ingredients and things like that and really makes it taste very good. I grew up with less ingredients and less flavor, and so she really spices it up, which I love. And then so we have the salad bags that we like to have as a side as well, or potentially for a lunch. And then we're looking at meat now. Ground chicken, we usually get that. My wife makes, she'll make something for chicken nuggets, like homemade chicken nuggets, or she'll cook that and it'll be for my wraps for lunch. Oreos are only $3.96? What's going on? Um, I've seen Oreos at like, $5 before. I'm really surprised to see that. We normally get the Aldi brand, and, that's a really big drop to me. The Aldi brand is very good. It's a good price, and I actually kind of like the Aldi brand better than Oreos. Plus, I'm going to tell you something about Oreo. I sent in a formal complaint because they did not give me enough filling in the Oreo. It was so flat. It was like the two cookies were pushed together, but there was no filling. It didn't even cover the whole cookie. And so I've just tried to find ways to get out of Oreo and to switch to something else that's going to actually give me the product that I bought. Snack packs, that's a weekly thing. My kids love snack packs. And then we got some name brand chips. And normally, like I said, we'll do the Aldi brand for these just because we can get a better deal and they taste the same. We gave the Aldi brand to my kids after they've been used to name brands, and they couldn't tell a difference. All they know, like my son says, they're red chips. So we save some money there typically. And every week we have spaghetti, and so that's for the noodles there. Some ranch powder. Looks like we could be having some tacos this week. And we got some stuff for the spaghetti, sour cream. Probably get that once a week or so. And every Friday we have cookie night. We've been doing that for years. And it's crazy to see the price of these because before they were like $1.58 or something like that. Looking at the price now at $3.86 is just wild to me. But we still do that every Friday for the kids. And then every week we get about a dozen eggs. And we have half and half. We buy that just about every week. And the reason why is because we make our own ice cream. So we bought a machine, I believe it was for Christmas. And we get the same amount of cream or same amount of ice cream as you would buy at the store for the same price. And it's all cream. It's not the xanthan gum, knockoff stuff, synthetic stuff that you have in a store-bought ice cream. We actually have the real cream. And there's something about that because my kids, whenever they were eating the real cream, they actually ate less ice cream. It was very strange because I usually scoop the ice cream for everybody, and I put just as much as everybody likes, and they couldn't eat it all. And it's because of that real cream. And so really good decision there, really neat to see. And it just tastes better and it's fresh whenever it's made. So it's a really great way to get natural, real ice cream. Then, we've got yogurt that's normal. Danimals, again, treating my kids. We call that yogurt drink. And as soon as the groceries come in, and we could bring the groceries in, they're asking about the yogurt drink. And we bought a small bag of Hershey Kisses, so you can see we had some extra money to splurge this week. Even shopping at Walmart, we were able to save. We always get a bag of apples, and Pink Lady is the cheapest that we can find, typically between $3.50 and $4. So that's a staple every week. And then we'll add peppers for a dinner, cucumbers for lunch with the lettuce. So we'll do a salad for lunch. And then along with the meat here, we've got pork chops. We'll probably have that for a dinner. And then we've got chicken breasts and chicken thighs. So typically that's one packet per dinner or so, or maybe one packet will be 2 dinners. And then we have a gallon of milk. Typically that's 1 gallon a week is what we buy there for that price. And then we got cheeses that we have for lunch or a dinner too. So that's typically on the groceries list for every week. And you can see the total comes out to $197.46 for the total. And we had some savings there. So we managed to hit our budget this week, and we're able to splurge a little bit, like you saw, some of the snacks and candy and stuff like that. And our goal is to hit $800 every month. And I still can't believe the price of those Oreos being less than $4. That's insane. Something's happening. If you like more content like this, hit the like button and subscribe for more, and you can learn how we make it with 6 people on 1 income. We'll see you in the next one.